Hey everybody, welcome to the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup. I'm your host, Wolf Dota. Thanks for tuning in, guys. All you watching in Twitch chat, shout out to you. And also a shout out to our sponsor, Xfire, for supporting us with the tournament website as well as helping out with the prize pool and whatnot. Big shout out to them. Today we've got some semifinal action going on. We've got Lecresha Cybersports going up against Team Simulator. Oh, let's hop into the draft. We've got Brewmaster, Skywrath, and Death Prophet banned out by Lecresha, and then Faceless Void, Omni Knight, and Ancient Apparition for Team Simulator. Tide was the first overall pick, followed up by a Dazzle and Ogre Magi, and then Lecresha with their second pick, it was the Vengeful Spirit. Necrolite just banned out by them, and waiting on Team Simulator's fourth ban. Looks like Lecresha is going for some stack clearing. They've got Avenge to help out the Tide, so nice little bit of synergy there. Also, I like the Dazzle pickup in general. Very strong against a lot of teams. A lot of team compositions in general, just providing that extra armor as well as the minus armor with the Weave. The heal and then Shallow Grave is obviously very strong. I wonder if Lecresha are going to maybe try and hard counter that with an Axe pick or something else along those lines. They did ban out the Necro, which makes me think that they're a little bit worried about having too many heals to deal with all at once. Viper was the next ban from Team Simulator. But we'll have to wait and see what they want to do with their draft. As far as Team Simulator goes, though, they've got their two supports in their Dazzle and the Ogre. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see their cores coming out next, unless they're going to do something funky. It is a best of one game, as is the entire tournament, best of one, single elimination. So, Timbersaw. So they've got a decent offlaner, one who can go up against Tide. And one thing that picking a Tide usually tells people is that you're going to be running him in the solo offlane. Now is the odd case where you pick up some couple of heroes and run an aggressive tri lane, but I wouldn't be surprised if Team Simulator is thinking about going aggressive themselves. They've got a Dazzle already, and then with the Ogre, so very solid stuns, some decent damage, and then they can put Timbersaw solo up against a Tidehunter, and that is a lane Timbersaw should dominate. What with all the pure damage he deals, as well as the stat reduction from his Whirling Death. Drow Ranger was the pick for Lecresha, so they've got the Venge Drow. The Aura strat is real, and now Team Simulator's in a bit of a pickle because what they might be giving up here is the Drow Visage combination, which is very strong. I've seen it played a handful of times in this tournament so far, and I wouldn't be too shocked if they pulled it out here. So they're kind of in a pickle. Do they want to pick up the Visage and then run either Ogre or Dazzle as a core? That's pretty risky, and I don't think that you want to do that. You might just have to accept the fact that you're going to have to deal with it. Pick up something like an Axe, and even though they already have the Timbersaw, you can run Axe in the mid lane, and that's very good at dealing with the birds. His physical damage is quite high with his, what is it, heat counter helix, as well as he can use his call to control the birds up and clean them up very quickly. He's also very good at blinking onto the Drow, can cancel the Tide's Ravage or Blink if he gets off a good counter initiation. And we'll have to see if that's something they want to go for. It kind of throws a bit of a wrench into their lanes, but I don't think it would be too bad. The other option is they could go a core along the lines of Sven, and with the armor buff that he provides with Warcry, easily help mitigate some of the damage from out. They're going to go with a sniper, so maybe a bit of a counter pick, not wanting Lecresha to have that to run in the mid lane, but we'll have to see. I'm surprised Lecresha already haven't snapped up the Visage. Usually when you're given this opportunity, you just go for it, but we'll have to see what they go. That's what I assume they're going to pick, so now it's up to Team Simulator. If they don't pick it here, it's going to just get banned, unless that's what they're wanting to do. Maybe they don't even want the Visage. The mind games could be real here, and they're just picking up Drow now. They might pick something else right here and waste Team Simulator's final ban on the Visage, even though they don't want it. It all depends what Sasquatch is thinking. He is the drafter, walking the drafter for Team Simulator, so a bit of a battle of the minds here. I'm not too sure about the teams in general, how much input the other players go. I know some teams it's kind of a team draft, other times the teams just let their captain go for it. So we'll have to wait and see what they want to do. Burning up a surprising amount of reserve time for what I thought was a fairly straightforward draft. And they're going to go with the Witch Doctor, so taking out another set of heals and giving themselves some excellent lane presence. Witch Doctor, fantastic at all stages in the game, and comboed with the Tide can usually get off some pretty solid death wars. Drow Ranger is around to help him out with the silence, and Venge can also throw out the stuns. And one thing I'm noticing here is they're stacking a large amount of physical damage. Tide does have Anchor Smash, as well as the Vengeful Spirit minus armor, Wave of Terror, and then her aura on top of the Drow Ranger, and then Witch Doctor's ulti. It is Sorry, it is physical damage. Slark and Templar Assassin banned out, so I'm not too surprised with the TA ban. I've seen that a handful of times run with the Drow. It's just too much damage to deal with. And it would also be very good at cleaning up the Timbersaw. His armor, he would become very squishy with the minus armor on top of him, as with the Ogre. And then Sniper is just a zit to be popped by the Templar. We'll see what their last pick's going to be here. I'm assuming it's a safe lane Sniper, but they could run it to the mid position. So maybe something that's good at initiating countering blanks like a puck would be alright here. It depends how tanky they want to go. They could go with a Razor. Does build a mech, isn't banned out. Outworld Destroyers is an option, but at the same time he'd be fairly soft. I guess his armor isn't too bad, but he is fairly squishy nonetheless. And he does suffer when getting jumped on by tides, as most heroes do. But Simulator, we'll have to give them a moment to see what they want as far as final pick here. They've only got 15 seconds left to decide. I mean, Axe is still an option if they want to do that and run the Timbers, like run the Axe mid, but that would really open up the mid lane for Lecresha. They could run whatever they wanted there. They're gonna go with a Night Stalker. This is a hero I've seen. He either wins or he loses, and I know that sounds weird. Ooh, that's an interesting pick. But it's like there's no middle ground with him. There's no like decent games where it went to the ultra late game. It's like he either wins the game fairly early or he loses it. I went yesterday where unfortunately in the first night he wasn't able to rotate at all, so from there it was just downhill. But we'll have to see who's playing it and how they can handle it. Troll Warlord is a pick though, and that's a very, very interesting one. I'm assuming they're gonna run him in the mid lane. But I'm just thinking about how much damage this Drow is going to do when Troll presses his battle trance and activates that. It's going to be very, very impressive. Just waiting for the people to pick their heroes. Hopefully it's not nothing, no problems or disconnects going on. Uh-oh. Basher announcer with his silky voice is telling me there's some problems, but I'll have to give them a moment more until they're all loaded in. As far as the lanes go, I think it's going to be fairly straightforward. Sniper, Ogre, Dazzle, safe lane, or aggressive if they want to run the Timbersaw up against the Tide. And then it'll be Night Stalker in the mid lane and the aggressive. I don't know if you want to go too aggressive with a Sniper though. He squish early, like 450 health, 1 armor. No real damage here. But we'll kind of have to wait and see what these teams need to do. I can go ahead and introduce the team. So we've got Ice Fraud on the Drow Ranger, Rixwin on the Tide Hunter, Big Eyes is playing the Witch Doctor, Redondo is playing the Vengeful Spirit, and last but not least for them, on the dire side, Lecresha Cybersports got Sasquatch playing as Troll Warlord. For the Radiant, the 3 we have loaded in are Rucane on the Timbersaw, Walking is playing the Sniper, Addon is on the support Dazzle. Killstreak is going to be on his Ogre Magi. And then the Night Stalker is going to be handled by Equicity, I guess is how you would say that. But he's having some technical difficulties. We'll see what's going on here. And hopefully get the game underway shortly. Hopefully, see what the team say. So hopefully he gets his PC under control. Killstreak, don't be sad. Oh, it's all good. Hopefully everything works out all right. But looks like everybody's having fun and in good mood this afternoon as we're trying to kill some time for the mods to come out here. Yes. People are going to be flaming me for the overlays, but distracted by talking to them. Twitch chat's gonna explode here in a moment, and by Twitch chat I mean digital's gonna flame, or Bill. Oh, time to check out cosmetic items, I guess. We've got the McKean gun on the sniper. That's fun. Oh, that's a lot of kills. Hmm. We've got McKean gun. That's all right. Dazzle's got a really balanced set. Is that the shadow? Oh, that is the genuine shadow thing. That thing is sweet. These guys are big Navi fans, it looks like. Why am I clicked on this guy? I've never looked at the shopkeep. He looks very, very happy. Viva la Peru. Does Timbersaw have anything? No, he doesn't. Ogre Magi looks pretty happy, though. Got any items? Like, he's got a funky club. That's about it. Aim. Come on, man. It's all about the cosmetics. Uh-oh. People are scribbling on the map. Hopefully no rocket ships appear. Angel Spirit's got an interesting set. What the hell is this? Gift from unknown user. Merry Christmas. God. Looks like he got a whole bundle. That's kind of neat, though. Sasquatch, what are you running? There's no items for troll. Never mind. Drow Ranger's got the Ice Dragon set? Or some of it. I thought. Huh. Maybe not. Hey, look. That's alright. Now, like, the real important is you can judge a Tide how good they are by their cosmetics. Everybody knows that, right? No squiddles. Oh, it's risky. I don't know. Tide might have been a weak pick here. Just based off items alone. Destructor's got some fun stuff going on. But hopefully this guy gets his computer back underway shortly. Oh, God. Actually, I really like this, though. The tiny carrying the branch. And oh, we got an Earthshaker one over here, Jump Cow. I saw this one yesterday. I liked it. Kill streaks. No one else has any, though. That's a little weird. People are having some fun with the mini maps. Huh. Looks like we got a game under. Looks like we got a game that hopefully will happen. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The minimap is getting thoroughly covered in. Can I draw on the minimap? Yeah, I can. No one can see it though. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know why mine does this, but it's fun. And if anyone knows why mine makes all these weird lines, no. But unfortunate. I see how long. What? Oh my god. Looks like there's a little bit of problems going on in some inner team conflicts. I wonder if they know that I can see what they're drawing on the mini map. uh, uh, at least these guys are having some fun, though. This would be unfortunate. Okay, so real question though, the Roshan Christmas hat. How much does that break your immersion? And I mean, just kind of like ruin the game for people, because it's all about immersion, right? You have to really feel your character. Oh God, the minimap's going crazy. I feel bad for guys like that who very good. Like I watched both these teams play yesterday, and they played very well. And it's very unfortunate when you have technical difficulties. And I mean, it's sure it's something he can fix, but at the same time, it might not be something he can fix. He might be playing with all he's got, kind of thing. But either way, hopefully these guys give us some excellent Dota starting up here soon. But we'll kind of have to just wait and see. I don't even have any shoutouts to give other than to Xfire. Thanks, guys, for sponsoring the tournament. And then I'll plug myself, I guess. I'm Wolf Dota. You can follow me on Twitter and on Twitch if you want. It's all up there in the right-hand corner. You can see it. But kind of have to wait and see what people want to do. I'm not too sure how much longer this guy's gonna be. I mean, I can start singing for you, but nobody wants that. Oh, they're playing X's and O's. They've got two of their teammates just keeping the lines there, and then the other ones are drawing the circles. Oh my gosh. The coordination coming up from Lecresha right now is unreal. But, I mean, I don't think they're actually playing. Score. Oh, looks like he's back in game. He just has to select his hero. So hopefully we'll be underway shortly. An unfortunate way to start the semifinals. A little bit slow. What kind of mouse do I use? I use a Rat 7 mouse. I'm not sponsored by them. That's the mouse I have. I like it. It's fun. It does things. It clicks on buttons. This is like, hey, Mav has made it into the game. Oh god. Poor guy. 1.5. downloadmoreram.com. Much immersion. Well, are we good? Are we good? Looks like we're good. It's all good, Mav. And so, just to quickly recap, that is Mav on the Night Stalker. I didn't introduce him before because he wasn't playing. And then I believe the Ogre Killstreak is the other guy that I may have skipped. But that is your two teams. We've got Team Simulator going up against Lecresha Cybersports. And this is the semifinal of the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup, Week 5. I'm your host, Wolf Dota. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Game is underway. So, unsurprisingly, Tide is going down here, and they are sending Timbersaw to the off lane, so they're not comfortable going aggressive, and I don't really blame them. Sniper's not the best core to have in an aggressive lane. If they had picked somebody like a Sven or a Skeleton King, sorry, Wraith King, as he is now called, I think it would have been a lot better. He gets off the block on the one camp there, and gives himself some decent vision if they're rotating through. Not a common ward spot either, so hopefully that one sticks around for him. The guy still has a ward, and they've got Ice Rod up here, making sure Timbersaw doesn't go for a block of any sort. Night Stalker in the mid lane. We'll have to see how he rotates. I want to see them do well, and he should be okay up against the Troll. Troll probably be in melee mode most of the time, so it won't be too bad for either of them. And I don't know. It depends. Depends how it's laned. If Troll gets starts spamming out Whirling Death, because I mean it only costs 50 mana, he can throw it out 3 times at level 1. He wants to, and that's without a bottle or anything else. So it's not very expensive to throw it out, and especially if he gets a bottle, he'll be able to throw it out quite a few times. But he could really harass the Night Stalker back. Night Stalker, on the other hand, his Void costs quite a bit more mana and doesn't do as much. All it does is add the slow. It doesn't add the mischance. So we'll have to see how the last hits go. And I'm also curious to see if Rixwin is going to be leaving the lane to go stack, or if he's going to try and sit in here quite a bit. One advantage, though, he does have is Sniper hits for nothing at level 1. So once he gets 2 points up in Kraken Shell, he is basically immune to Sniper's harass. Rucane, though, on the other hand, he's going to have a fairly tough time here. 0 armor to start until he gets a point in reactive armor, and he's going to be up against a Witch Doctor and a Venge harassing the hell out of him. Witch Doctor hits very hard, and actually they both do with that point up in Precision Aura on the Drow Ranger. So I'm also interested if that's going to help let Troll sit in melee or range form here. But a little bit unsure. So far, Sasquatch is doing a good job in the mid lane. He's got 4 and 2 up against the Night Stalkers 1 and 2. So we'll see if the lane evens out once Mav gets a few more points up. But he's taking a lot of damage here. A little bit unfortunate for him, but gonna have to wait and see how it goes. Troll's now in the range for him, just gonna harass him back. Very good play coming out from Sasquatch, controlling the lane and being a bit of a nuisance. If you can shut a Night Stalker down early, you're gonna be in a very good place, I think. Anytime you let him get, like, maybe not even get ahead, but like stay on par, it's gonna be tough to deal with him. Speaking of on par, Sasquatch still hasn't gotten any experience yet. He's got his point up in reactive armor, but now that means he can't really walk up because he might get coconut stunned as well as magic missiled as well. So gonna have to see. And even if he gets up the points in reactive armor, they're gonna have Wave of Terror here. Venge is now level 2, so that's 3 armor coming off of him. So he starts off with 0 base. Does get a couple from the reactive though. Tidehunter is gonna be doing all right here. He's level 2, gonna be getting close to level 3. Probably will get level 3 from this one. A little ways through 4. So if we just compare the two offlaners, Timbersaw gets his first little bit of experience there, as I think a creep died in the jungle, or is that a creep in here? That was a creep in lane. So he gets his first little bit of experience, but now he's going to get harassed quite a bit by the Witch Doctor. Oh, they got to be careful here. Ogre's got a haste rune. He's going to be tracking down this Vengeful Spirit, and she's going to be in a very scary place, trying to juke through the trees. The jukes, how real are they? Oh, they're going to find him. There's the Void, another stun. This is going to be your first blood. Let's see if they give it to Night Stalker. Ogre, she's still alive. They want to give it to him. He's going to get it. There it is. Mav does get first blood, so that's going to help him recover quite a bit. But that was a decent amount of space created. I mean, if it wasn't first blood, I'd say that was probably not terribly unworth. But Sasquatch sitting farming away. He's got 14 CS now. Mav's only got 7 and is still a little bit behind him. There's those whirling axes, and that's really going to impair his last hitting under the tower. Timbersaw, again, being zoned back quite hard. Still only level 1. Didn't get 4 creeps worth of experience in this lane. And I mean, even Drow can harass him back quite effectively. Tidehunter has his 2 points up in Kraken Shell, so at this point, Dazzle's only hitting him for at most 33 before reductions, and Sniper's only getting him for like 45. So he's in a pretty good place. If he gets in range and anchor smashes as well, it's gonna be he's gonna be just fine. Lots of tangos to chew through, so he'll be good there. Another pull coming out for the side of Lecresha. They're doing a very good job of denying this Timbersaw a lot of experience, and because he's so low level, he doesn't have a timber chain, so he can't walk over there and try and contest it, as the creeps are just gonna tear him down. Witch Doctor, oh, I heard a Wave of Terror. Oh, that's just a nice, oh, nicely done. Gets a double stack off with the Wave of Terror. Very impressive coming out for Redondo. But just going to harass him. Timbersaw has eaten his way in here and is hoping to soak some experience into the tower, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. Bottom lane is getting harassed fairly well. He's not stacking anything. He's pulled the creep wave back behind the tower, or some of it at least. So Tidehunter's doing alright. He's level 4. Not a whole lot of gold going his way, but he's going to be alright. Actually going to have his mana boots fairly soon. 7 CS, he needs about 4 more and he'll have them. Oh, they're going to see Timbersaw here. Do they have a coconut to go? Are they going to throw it? They're not. He's too far away from the creeps. They wouldn't get any bounces. So a little bit unfortunate there, but opportunity that just, they didn't see him, so they couldn't go for him. Back to this mid lane though. Troll sitting at 26 and 5 up against Night Stalker's 14 and 2. So he's having a very good time here. Drow Rangers leading the charts though, 29 and 6. Sniper, I wouldn't say unsurprisingly, but I'm a little surprised he doesn't have a little bit more. But he's sitting at 20 and 7. I get that when there's somebody in your lane that's a threat, because you do have to watch out for the tide. You don't want to oh, looks like they're going to go in the timber. Wave of Terror and the coconut's going to come out. That actually cancels it. Silence and the magic missile. They're able to get the Timbersaw. That coconut, though, hits him mid-chain, able to put him off. In the mid lane, though, missed a gank. Looks like Night Stalker, did he get the assault? Was that a solo kill? Yes, it was. We'll see if Ogre here. Ogre does have a second assist, so that was Ogre ganking with the Night Stalker. So it was a nice play from them. And it looks like Sasquatch is still trying to last hit with his 2 illusions, so a bit unfortunate there. Very nice pickoff coming out for the way of Team Simulator. They get a good kill on a high priority target, and they're going to be pretty happy with that. Tidehunter in the bottom lane, level 5. He's doing pretty well for himself. This tower is taking quite a bit of damage, though, as well as the creep wave's just not going down too easily. And I like their decision to just push it. I think if Sniper had picked up maybe an Aquila or a Bassi, it would have been a little bit better if they wanted to push this early, but we'll have to see. Oh, and that's scary. Night Stalker with Phase Boots and a DD during the first night. He's still got 2 minutes left of it, so we'll have to see if he wants to rotate onto somebody and make it happen again. But for now, Killstreak looks like he's going for a Soul Ring as well. Dazzle, what are you working on here? He's playing the hard 5, so not a whole lot. Sasquatch is going to go run up, but you got to watch out. Dazzle's there. We're going to see a Void come out. DD Rune activated, bottling up. Sasquatch taking a lot of damage, but they're going to back off. They see the rotations coming in from the Witch Doctor and the Venge. They don't want to go and overcommit, so they force a couple rotations out. Actually, they get the Tide to rotate as well. I'm not sure if they know he's here or not. He'll have showed himself there. So this is going to defend the tower, but they've got 4 heroes up here in the mid lane, whereas Team Simulator only has 3. So Timbersaw starting to get a little bit of experience at least. He's got 3 CS now. He's going to be in a pretty rough place. He's going to have to hopefully come back with some kills. Night Stalker still has the DD rune, but only for a moment or 2 more. And this Knight is going to be wearing out very shortly. They will have survived it. Sasquatch already getting 17 damage from the Drow when he's in range form. So even range Troll hits pretty hard. And speaking of Drow Ranger, she's now level 6 with 47 CS. And starting to pressure this tower. It's about half dead. Not near as well as this one. Maybe Tidehunter will be in range to deny it when it does go down, but I'd like to see them rotate onto the Sniper. He's been left alone for a very long time. The Night Stalker, Ogre, and Dazzle have been sitting in the mid lane. If they rotated out the Venge or the Troll... Oh, nothing. They would have been able to get a kill, but it's actually Ice Rod who's going to be claiming the first tower. And he does get the last hit on it, so nicely done there. And walking, I'm sure he knows, but just giving himself some vision with the Shrapnel. I'm very torn about the changes to Shrapnel. I think it reduces the effectiveness of Sniper early by a fair bit, just because he can't push towers. But being able to cancel Blink, so many Blink daggers from so far away is going to be very nice. Looks like Gush is going to come out. He's going to Ravage as well. Gets in range to the Anchor Smash, Wave of Terror, Magic Missile, and this is going to be an easy kill. Tide, one swing of the big sword, he gets a kill. Meanwhile, simultaneously on the top lane, Mav and Timbersaw, they team up and they get a kill on the Drow. So both safe laners going down here, and I think that benefits Team Simulator a fair bit more. The Drow Ranger is quite a bit further ahead than the Sniper is, so dying hurts him more per se, or benefits his team more, the other team more. But either way, about roughly an even trade. Both 1 positions have gone down. Looks like Sniper is going for a set of drums. So phase drums build, pretty standard. Drow Ranger, she's going for, I believe Ice Rod likes to go Mask of Madness on this hero. So we'll probably see that coming out soon. Does have quite a bit of base agility with the Aquila, Wraithband, and then the Power Treads. But in the end, it's all good. Tidehunter, he's getting close to his Blink. He's about halfway there. Got his Arcane Boots. No stacks for him here, but I believe Troll is clearing a stack. Yes, he is. So he's got what looks like it was a triple stack, maybe. Maybe just a double. And then another one here, and I think he's got one more here. Yeah, so he's got a handful of stacks. That's actually a triple in there, but you're going to have to be careful. There's an Alpha Wolf, so it's going to hit a little harder than he's ready for. Maybe let Tide clean that one up. But Lecresha's support's being very effective around the map as far as providing farm. There is 1 stack in the Radiant, sorry. But I think... Oh, no, there are 2. May have been cleaned up or not too sure. But Ice Rod's safe to farm away here, as it is daytime, and they know that Mav's not going to be turning through. He's got... Ooh, does have a DD rune, so when nighttime does arrive, which he can pop it in 25 seconds here. Maybe look to see a rotation. And I think the change to Darkness makes it way more effective early, now that it lasts for 50 seconds. Oh, Tide, they pop the fortification here, but he's not going to be able to get in range for this. He's going to take an Assassinate just to harass him back. And this last hit, oh, it does go the way of walking. Nicely done. Hitting that last hit, not the easiest thing on a Sniper. He doesn't hit that hard. Mav, now it looks like he's going for, I'm assuming it's an armlet, but it might be a Helm of the Dominator. I think that'd be a little strange, though. Probably an armlet. He'll have that shortly, and once he's got that, he'll be very effective as far as his rotations go. But, oh, looks like we've got some rotations coming through. That must have been a smoke gank. Radon dropping very low, does get off a stun. Ravage connect on 3. He throws out the Gush. Ogre Magi has gone down, but so is the Venge. We get a Shallow Grave coming out on the Sniper. He's starting his Assassinate. He's going to get coconutted, and that's actually going to cancel both. Cancels the Assassinate and the TP. Huge coconut coming out from Big Eyes on the Witch Doctor. Now the Night Stalker is slowed. Do they have another stun? They don't. And Drow's not able to get in range for any Frost Arrows. So that's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. They lose their Venge, but they're going to be very happy with the way that was turned. And that was a very nice Ravage and rotation coming out from WinRAR, providing them that fight. And then the coconut follow-up from Big Eyes was very impressive. And now they're just going to 5-ball this tower. We're going to see Battle Trance popped very soon here, I imagine. Coconut does fly through. It's going to connect with the Ogre. Doesn't bounce through. Mav gets slowed up, silenced, as hit by the Magic Missile. He's going to be going down. The Witch Doctor ward has been dropped, so they're going to use that. He's just going to let it go, though. Kind of cover them. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming out into Ice Rod. But they're going to get the tower in the end. Timbersaw does come through. Sasquatch hasn't gone down yet. Now he has. Ice Rod's in a bit of a bad place. He's actually going to die to the Sniper. Does he have another Assassinate? He doesn't for 20-some seconds. Timbersaw is chasing the Vengeful Spirit. Does get the kill. 3-for-1 and a mid-tower. Kill streak, though, you might have gone a little too deep. He's going to take a lot of damage here. One more. He is going to go down, but I think... Is this going to be enough damage? No, just not quite. Tide did buy his Blink Dagger, but in the end it is a 2-for-3. And they're going to even out the mid-towers? Maybe they won't. I don't think they're pushing hard enough for it. Creeps are there, and we're going to be able to have rotations coming back in. Drow Ranger, instead of going Mask, did go for the Helm this time. So maybe looking to get some stacks going of her own, and she is. She does have a creep there, and 2 stacks up on the Dire Ancients. No stacks up for the Radiant. Kill score evens out after that bit of skirmish in the mid lane. And is that a... Who lost their Crow? Did their Crow go down? Looks like the Radiant Crow did fall, as we see a dead baby Roshan there. And we might soon see a dead big Roshan, as Sasquatch pops Battle Trance, Ice Rod is there to help him out, and this is going to be an easy kill. Vlad's actually picked up by the Troll Wardland. I really like that. He's also seems to be going in for a Crimson Guard, which I like that idea. The Vlad's adding a lot of damage to the Drow Ranger. No lifesteal, but she's already got her Helm. A lot of lifesteal for her. Blink, Gush from the Tide onto Walking, though. They might be looking to go. They don't have Ravage for 9 seconds. Wave of Terror going to fall through. They don't have a swap, at least not the range for it. Coconut is going to bounce through. Oh no, is it going to bounce? It does hit the Night Stalker again. Troll Warlord has a Haste Rune activated. He wants this... Sniper, is he going to be able to get him? Shallow Grave, he's going to have to back off, but they're going to be able to get the Timbersaw. Ravage comes through, connects onto 3. They don't have another coconut. They do. It does land. Unfortunately, Death Ward was used there. They're going to be able to find Kill Streak, kind of out of position on the backside there. Magic Missile going to fly through, and they're going to pick up another kill. Double kill for Big Eyes on the Witch Doctor, and that is a 3-for-0. And Roshan going Lecresha's way. So, very nice play from them, and very aggressive play from Sasquatch. But when you have a Haste Rune and an Aegis, why not? Excellent job for Lecresha. They get a lot of golden experience for that one. Nicely done for them. And that's going to put Witch Doctor on the road to his Ag Scepter. He's got enough to pick up the point booster if that's what he wants. Venge probably looking for a medallion at some point, but they don't even need it with how much physical damage they do. The extra minus armor would be nice, though. And Drow Ranger's just going to go start clearing up camps in the jungle. Looks like they want to go for this Night Stalker. Tide Hunter and Troll are there. Gush is going to come through. Axes to follow up. They get the Whirling on him as well. And they needed a Bash, though. Are they going to get one here? Bash Lord. Oh, Blink. Anchor Smash. Mav. Armlet toggling. He's going to be okay. So nice play from him. Able to survive. And they just didn't get the Bash. They needed one. And they obviously didn't want to use Ravage. It wasn't up, but I don't think that's something you blow Ravage for. On the bottom lane, Venge does have a Invis Rune, so maybe looking to find somebody going for Big Eyes here, but no one's even in the area. And Walking is going to keep pressuring up this mid tower. He's got his Timbersaw sitting behind him, who has caught up a little bit. He's got 2, 2, and 2, so 17 CS, but a couple of kills. Oh, Night Stalker going through. Ice Rod sees him there, has Frost Arrows, throws out the Gust, and you get the Ice Arrows on him as the rest of Night Stalker's team is there. Oh no, that's going to be a dead Drow. Rick's Wind is dropping very low. He's going to get hit by the Assassinate. Oh, maybe not. The Coconut flies through. Has been canceling anything. I hear a Magic Missile on the backside. Redondo is in a very bad place. Jukes the Timbersaw Chakram, though. Still alive. Not not going to swap himself out. So they get 2 off that nice smoke gank. Kill streak, though. This might get turned around. 25 seconds left on Ravage. They should be able to deny this tower. Kill streak is going to go down, though. Couple more clicks. Coconut's going to fly through. That's going to bounce. Oh, no, it doesn't bounce back. Are they going to be able to get there? The stun comes out, and he does go down. The Witch Doctor drops his ulti, though. Unfortunately, he then cancels it. Night Stalker cleans him up with a Void. Rixwin is going to go down. Maybe not. Yes, he is. That urn is going to be enough. Sasquatch, no. Nope, not going to assassinate him. So, again, another set of kills. Very back and forth so far. And holy crap, experience. Just about 5k going the way of Team Simulator, as well as 2,222 gold. So they're going to be pretty happy with that exchange. And I imagine if we look at the graphs, they're very even here. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, I'll pull this up a little. See where they're going to even out. It looks like, oh, Troll gets a bash and a kill. That's a dead dazzle, so nice pick off from him. Oh, and he did go for a mech, not a Vanguard or a Crimson Guard. That's what I thought he was going to go for. He's still got his slow on cooldown, so he's not going to be able to go. Haste reactivated for the Night Stalker, though. He does have Darkness up, opting only for 1 point in it. I think that he didn't get another point in it. It must have wanted the Crippling Fear at the time. Drow Ranger and Witch Doctor rotating through. It looks like they want to push this bottom tower. They've got Tidehunter in the area. Blink Ravage is online, as well as Swap. Still level 1, but he is there. He's got his Wave of Terror max, so a lot of minus armor coming out for him. And we'll have to kind of wait and see here. Looks like Big Eyes is going to be pushing, or not, sorry, pushing. Hasn't gotten anything towards his Ag Scepter yet, but they're going to clean up this bottom tower. And Troll gets the last hit there, so he's going to be happy with that. One thing I worry about having the mech on the Troll is how little mana he's got. He's got a Vlad, so he does have a little bit of regen, but his base pool is still very small. Not that his spells cost a whole lot. I believe it's only 50-50 and then 75 for the ulti. But we'll kind of have to wait and see here. And they're just going to 5-ball as 5 during the... 5-ball as 5. They're just going to group up as 5 during the day and look to pressure towers. They pop the Troll Warlord Battle Trance, and look at how much damage these guys do. Even the Witch Doctor hitting for 150. Like, oh man, Tide's going very aggressive. Blink, Anchor Smash, they get the tower, and they might look to go here. He doesn't have a blink up for 6 seconds, so unfortunately they might not be able to. Dazzle seems to be caught out of position, though. Oh, that hits hard. Troll Warlord, Coconut flies through. They do get him with the Death Ward, and they put that up on the high ground. Blink Ravage comes out, connects onto 2. That's going to be a dead Timbersaw. No buybacks are had. Rixwin gets stunned up, but Killstreak is going to go down as well. And now they're all up. They're going to be. This is going to be a set of racks. There's nothing they can do. Battle Trance is too strong. Drow does too much damage, and the Venge as well. They're just too much bonus damage coming out for these guys. And are they going to be able to get anything else? Swap comes out onto Mav. They get a stun as well. Anchor Smash, that's going to be a dead Night Stalker. That's a set of racks. Now they can just back out of here. The offensive weave does come out, connects onto all of them, but they're just going to slowly back away. And very nice plays coming out from them. It's actually a Blink Dagger for Witch Doctor. And I like that. I think anytime you're ahead, getting a Blink is a very good choice. It's just going to put you further ahead. So, and unfortunately, a bit of a botched retreat coming out from Team Simulator, and Lecresha, they take a big fight off the Tier 2 bottom and push it into the racks. Are they going to want to go again? They don't have Aegis. Aegis, not sure when it's going to respawn, but Bowbench can check just make sure nothing happens here. And we won't know for another 2 minutes, so. At minimum 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes until the next Aegis. That'll probably be when we see the next push. So, Sniper, you've got some time, but you've got to get some serious farm coming out here. I think it's time for him to get a Maelstrom. He needs to be able to push out this bottom lane quickly and effectively, as well as it'll just help him farm. Plus, with the attack speed from Mask of Bandits, the procs coming out would be very effective. And that is a stack and a half. Is that a quad stack? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's a pentastack. So, Drow Ranger is going to clean that up with her Manta Style and the Wave of Terror from Venge, as well as just the bonus damage from Vengeance Aura. So that's going to really boost up the Drow. So if she wants her Butterfly, she's going to have it very soon. She might go for something a little more defensive. Not that Butterfly is a purely offensive item, but maybe go for a Satanic. We'll see. I would just get a Butterfly at this point, though. We'll have to see what she wants to go for. I mean, BKB is also an option. It would help out a lot with everything from the Timbersaw. It would help out with their entire team, actually. But we'll have to see how aggressive Drow wants to go. Tidehunter picks up a 4-staff, so lots of mobility for him. Add on getting a decent D-ward. As Troll was farming the jungle very aggressively. He's got 1,100 gold in the bank. We'll have to see what he wants to go for next. And Drow Ranger just farming up more stacks, now giving out 56 damage to everybody on our team but the Tide and the Troll sometimes. So I wonder if it's almost better for the Troll to sit in range stance now. And kind of just have to wait and see. Tidehunter not opting to go for the early refresher orb, which I think is fine. How's Ogre doing? Not a whole lot. Timbersaw getting towards a Bloodstone, I guess. He needs... actually, he's a little closer than I thought. He's got mana boots, so he can break those down and just needs enough for the Vit booster. And once he gets that, though, the problem is if he dies right away, it's going to be a bad thing, obviously. But it's going to make the item very, very ineffective if he loses all the charges on it very quickly. That said, he will respawn quick after that first one. Tidehunter wandering through aggressively, not smoked up. They're going to walk into a ward here. Walking is just pushing out the bottom lane. If he doesn't get back soon, well, they're going to be pinging out the Tide. And they're thinking Roshan's going to be up. And that is a max respawn Rosh. So it's not going to be up for another 2.5 minutes, roughly. That's a little bit unfortunate for Lecresha. It's giving Walking and his crew, Team Simulator, a little bit more time here. But we'll have to kind of wait and see what they want to do. Looks like they're just going to farm the enemy jungle, which kind of choke them out. Drow Ranger is pushing on the top lane. And at this point, she's got 4,100 gold in the bank. She can straight out buy the BKB. If she wants to go get the an Eagle Song, she can. We'll have to wait and see what she wants to do. But either way, she's pressuring in the top lane, going to back off, farm her jungle. And they're just getting slowly choked out. Blink forward from the Tide, very aggressive, pushing in that lane. We're going to see a Void come up from the Night Stalker. How often do you see that? A Night Stalker afraid to go on somebody that far in during the nighttime. So he thinks that the rest of them are quite a ways behind, but they did get a D ward off. So Redondo, I believe, yep, was him carrying the sentries. Nicely done there. And what a life Big Eyes is living. I'ma just sit in Roche until it spawns. Hopefully he doesn't get abandoned. But what a life to live. Or supports. Anyways. 6 win. Still opting anything on the Crow? No, not a whole lot. So, Sniper, what is he opting for? He's got drums now, I believe. No, he had those before. He's got a Yasha, which, I don't know. I think if he had gone Maelstrom, they'd be a lot better off. He'd push out this bottom lane a lot quicker. It would be quite a bit better for them, just in general. Up yet. Drow Ranger's gonna farm some more stacks. Can buy whatever she wants at this point. I'm curious to see. I assume it's going to be an Eagle Song, and then into a Butterfly, but we'll have to wait and see. Witch Doctor going back to his duty. And walks right past a Bounty Rune. Checks Roche. Is he going to take that, or is he going to leave it? Oh, he's going to take it. He's thinking he's earned it. I agree. Night Stalker pushing out the top lane, trying to take down this tier 1, which still stands. So, the jungle... When did he get that ward down? They do have one aggressive ward, which, I mean, if we look at the vision, this is what the Radiants see right now. So they see Avenge, everywhere else is blank. A little scary. This is what the Dire see. They have significantly better vision just from their map, like the map control they have left. So, very interesting for them. Witch Doctor, it finally pays off. Roshan has spawned. Trolls there. Drow's quite a ways away, though, farming. They know they're not in Roshan yet, but they can do it just with the Troll and then have him run in aggressively. He's got an ultimate orb, which makes me think he's going Scotty, which I really like. And we'll have to wait and see. Pops his Battle Trance. He needs a bash, though. Interestingly enough, he only got the 1 point in Berserker's Rage, which I'm very surprised about. I guess he's been spending a lot of time in ranged form, so it's not that good. But it's just the Berserker's Rage giving him that extra movement speed, 40 movement speed when he's in melee form, as well as the bash duration is unreal. 2 seconds on a bash. Faceless Voids and Slardars are only 1, so, I mean, just, I mean, it was only a 10% bash, but still. For so long, especially on a hero like Troll who attacks so fast. Drow Ranger has picked up her Butterfly in the meantime, and she hits incredibly hard. Level 16 max marksmanship. And she's giving out 75 damage to everybody but the Tide, the Troll, from time to time. So at this point, I think Troll hits harder in range form than he would in melee, and is a lot more effective. But we'll have to see. I mean, he probably wants to run in there with the Whirling Axes and then get the slows off. Speaking of slows, he does have the Scotty. They've got the Frost Arrows, so it's very hard to run away from them now. And they're just going to look to push in this top lane. And I like that choice not to go mid, because when you push top like this, it forces the other team to split up and defend here, as well as defend over here. So, but we'll see a Chakram coming out. Bloodstone has been picked up by the Timbersaw. Troll's just going to run up high ground. He doesn't care. He's got the Aegis, as well as the Scotty now completed on him. So quite a bit of health and effective HP. He's going to sit in range for him, and he hits very hard himself. Drow Ranger sitting a ways back. Doesn't want to get picked off. Has the Venge for a defensive swap if needed, and they're just going to go onto the range rack. Oh no, cancelled! Unfortunately, the Tide ravages before blinking in. This might be the opening that Team Simulator need. They're going to look to go in Sasquatch. He is going to drop. That is the Aegis pop. So far, it's a 1-0, and that 1 being the Aegis, but they get the Ogre. Witch Doctor with a very nice ult. He's going to go into the Dazzle. Dazzle's forced to Shallow Grave himself. Are they going to be able to clean him up? No, he heals up, but they're looking to chase down the Timbersaw. Troctrum comes out for him. Defensive or aggressive swap from Redondo, and they're going to get him. And that's a buyback on the Timbersaw now. So, oh, you know, he's TP's in, but he's just going to go down very quickly. The Witch Doctor, oh man, is that the Drow Ranger doing so much damage? Close to 500. Coconut's going to fly through. Is it going to stun him again? It hasn't yet, but it doesn't even matter. Drow is going to clean him up. And this is looking like it's going to be GG. One more arrow. Oh, he lives with 9 HP. He's going to have to run out of there. Mav going to drop down, and is it Mega Creeps yet? It's going to be shortly. And sad to say it, but it looks like Team Simulators, this is going to be the end of their streak. Ice Fraud, is he going to go down once here? He does go down to the Timbersaw, but Mega Creeps have been had. He's going to buy back, sells his boots. Oh, he doesn't. He just buys boots of travel and is rotating back in. Sasquatch, still going hard. Mechanism has been used. Rixwin getting the blocks off. Very nice from him. Now Sniper picks up a Maelstrom. Might be looking to go. They haven't GG'd yet. And when you're playing for your tournament lives, I don't blame them at all. They're going to force them to go on him. And we'll see how this goes. But Ice Rod isn't even worried. He's sitting there, clicking the tower. And now it's an exposed throne. Mega Creeps for the Dire. Very well executed strategy coming out from Lecresha. Nicely done from them. And a good game coming out from Team Simulator. There was a lot of early fights coming out that could have gone either way. And it was a good game for them. So, Lecresha, they move on to the grand final again. So, maybe look to see some more winners. Some more wins coming out for them as far as the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup. I am your host, Wolf Dota. This was the semifinal game. I'm not sure if the other semifinal was played while I was casting this one, but either we've got that one coming up or we've got the grand final coming up next. I'll let you guys know shortly. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, one little shout out to Xfire. Thank you for sponsoring. But we'll be back shortly.